Hey, what's going on? Just wanted to have a quick chat about mental engagement. For some of you newer runners, getting back into running, one of the hurdles might be just simply engaging and being bored. Boredom is relatively common during running, and so I've dealt with it, and I have a few tips that I use, and I'd love to hear yours if you want to share yours. So one of my favorite things is simply tossing in headphones, and I will be listening to my favorite audiobook. Typically I carry my phone with me and I use Audible. There's other methods to do using the library system as well. But a good audiobook, stay engaged while you're running. Another one is headphones. And so if you haven't listened to the technique video that we have through the running program, one of the things that I mentioned is choosing music that goes along with the beat of your steps. So I typically run at about 170 beats per minute. And so I go into Spotify and I choose a run cadence playlist. So 170 BPM run cadence is what works for me. And I run along to that music. No, it might not be my favorite music, but I make it work. So sometimes I'm listening to the lyrics. Sometimes I'm simply zoning out and thinking about life, but that keeps me pretty engaged and keeps me kind of pumping at the right pace. So sometimes headphones don't work for me. Sometimes I just don't want to listen to anything, and it feels good not to have something sticking in my ear. And at those moments, honestly, listening to my own breath is one of the things that is one of my favorite things while I'm running. And so simply stopping and turning everything off and listening to my breath. I know Jim's gonna share some ideas about breathing in another video, but listening to my breath in and out as I run for each different step, it's almost meditative. It's really nice. I kind of let my mind just zone, and it feels good to listen to breath. I listen to my body, the different tweaks, and I kind of engage and feel the different things throughout my body. And simply tuning in, in a way, mindfulness and meditation while I'm running. Running with a friend is always great. Obviously right now if you don't live with this friend, maybe they can run on the sidewalk and you can run on the street. Honestly, driving down Lake Drive on my way to work, I see this all the time. Two people running together, just 6 feet apart. It's perfect. And there are plenty of other things. These are the things that I use. Honestly, on my long runs, I'll use all of these things. Sometimes I'm listening to music. I get bored with that. I take the headphones out and I just listen to my breath. Sometimes I'm listening to the birds. I'm listening to everything around me. I'm watching others while I run. I think that's fascinating. I'm a people watcher. But just staying engaged, choosing something that works for you. I'd love to hear your stuff, what you're engaged in. So if you want to share in our Strava group, just mention, on one of your runs, you can title it, I listened to this, or this is what I like to listen. Share with us, let us know, send us a message, tag us on Facebook, or how does that work? Instagram. So AdRock or Crux Chiro, or both, even better. We'd love to hear. All right, thanks for joining us, and keep up the great work.